session is planned to discuss formalism of canonical ensemble theory. So, in the earlier class, we talked about macrocanonical ensemble, where a system that is ideal gas was defined using three thermodynamical parameters: capital N, capital B, capital E, and N, B, E were constant. But energy is a notorious quantity that you can't keep fixed. Therefore, we are replacing energy with another thermodynamical parameter, that is temperature. So this canonical ensemble deals with a system where exchange of energy of the system with its surrounding is permitted. So your system is, in the case of canonical ensemble, is defined using three thermodynamical parameters: capital N, which is number of molecules of an ideal gas which is occupying a volume capital V, and the gas is kept at temperature T. So we would like to understand canonical ensemble formalism to discuss thermodynamics of any system, say an ideal gas, in the present use. So energy is a variable in this system. So to discuss this fact, we would like to consider a system that is an ideal gas which is in contact with a heat reservoir. So schematically it is shown like this. A is an ideal gas having energy ER and it is at temperature T. So A is a system and a B is a reservoir, heat reservoir, where A is placed in contact with B. Reservoir has total energy ER dash and temperature is T. So heat reservoir has an infinite capacity. So you can control temperature with the help of this reservoir. So total energy of this composite system A plus B is E0, that is ER plus ER dash. And in principle, this energy of this system A, which is very small with respect to energy of a reservoir. So you can write ER upon ER0, that is equal to 1 minus ER dash upon E0. This you have written using equation number 2. ER upon E0 we are writing using equation number 1. So 1 minus ER dash upon E0, this is equation number 2. So ER upon E0 is a fairly small quantity. It is comparable to, say, it is nearly comparable to 0, close to 0 you can say. There is a small perturbation you can think of. So composite system which is in thermal equilibrium. So for this system, so A has certain number of microstate which is function of energy of your system ER. For B, number of microstate which is function of ER dash. So system is in the equilibrium condition. So probability of finding this your reservoir with energy value ER dash will be function of number of microstate which are accessible to your reservoir. Okay, so omega dash ER of dash, that is the number of microstates which are accessible to your reservoir, where it is in the equilibrium state. So probability of finding this system reservoir with energy ER dash you can write like this. So PR is proportional to omega dash of ER dash. Okay, this is equivalent to omega dash E0 minus ER. Basically you are writing in terms of energy, total energy minus energy of your system A. So this is equation number 3. Now you can expand this term, that is log of omega dash ER dash about ER dash when it is approaching to total energy of your composite system A plus B. So that you are basically expanding, you are trying to have convergence in log of omega dash ER dash about equilibrium condition where ER is approaching to 0. This you can write like this: log of omega dash ER dash, that is equal to log of omega dash for E0 value plus some perturbation term which is because of ER is very close to 0. So derivative of log of omega dash with respect to E dash energy at E dash, that is equal to 0. Energy of your system, that is ER, that is 0, or energy of your reservoir, that is equal to total energy of your system. So E dash, that is energy of your reservoir, that is equal to E0, total energy of your composite system. ER dash minus E0 plus some second derivative of log of omega dash with respect to E dash and so on. So but we this term is a very slow varying term, so second derivative you can ignore. So it turned out to be log of omega dash ER dash, that is equal to constant. So this energy is fixed, that's why total number of microcells for composite system is fixed. In the condition of equilibrium it is maximum and it has constant value, some constant minus beta dash ER. So this is what we have. Probability that your reservoir is found to have energy value ER dash, or probability of finding system A which is having energy ER. Okay, this PR represents probability of finding system with energy ER or probability of finding reservoir with energy ER dash. So PR so this term, equation 6, you can normalize for all possible value of energy of your system. So you, when you sum over R, this PR you sum over all possible values of R. So this PR is a probability for one particular case. Summing over all possibility of R, it will lead to a value 1. So it will give you constant of probability, constant of proportionality. So you see, you are writing here sum over R, PR equal to, say, proportionality constant was A. So A sum over summation over R exponential equal minus beta ER. So from there you can have value of A. So this left hand side is 1, right hand side you have A sum over this summation over all of these possible values of R. So you are getting value of A, that is 1 upon summation over exponential minus beta ER, that you are substituting in equation number 6 to get probability of finding your system with energy value ER, or probability of finding your reservoir with energy value ER dash. This is what you have. Now we can determine energy of your system, of the system that we have considered here. Okay, and we can take its average value for all possibilities of its rth state. So this we can write like this. So ER multiplied with corresponding this weight divided with this weight, which is summed over all possible R. So this is nothing but derivative of this thing. You can rewrite, that is basically minus derivative of log of summation over R exponential minus beta ER with respect to beta. You are taking derivative. So when you take derivative, you will have this term which is in the curly bracket will turn out to be in the denominator. This term you will have in the denominator, and the numerator term which is here. Okay, so you have, so from this definition, from equation 7 you are able to get value of probability for finding system with energy value ER, or reservoir with energy ER dash, and accordingly you can have energy, average energy of your system, that you can determine using equation number 8. So this approach you can also you can also follow another approach in which your system, that is A, is a member of an ensemble where capital N number of members are there in the ensemble. You are considering only one particular member, one system, and the remaining system is acting as a reservoir. In that case too, you can get probability PR, which is same as equation number 7. So NR is number of system which are having energy ER divided by total number of system that has different value of energy. So you are summing over this weight corresponding to this energy value ER, and this possibility for this is another possibility which is for remaining total n number of system that is of your ensemble. So from here onward we can derive other thermodynamic parameters. So we are aware of this Helmholtz energy A, that you can write like this: A equal to U minus Ts. U is internal energy, T is temperature, S is entropy. So from this relation you have change in Helmholtz energy, that you can write like this: du minus Tds minus SdT. Du first term minus T into ds minus S into dt. So partial derivative you are writing, partially you are having this derivative like this. So from this relation you can get value of, see again, you know that du is nothing but TdS minus PdV plus mu dN. So you can substitute du minus TdS, that is equal to du minus TdS, that is equal to minus PV plus mu dN, that you can substitute here, minus HDT minus PdV plus mu dN. So from this relation we can write entropy, pressure and chemical potential in terms of Helmholtz free energy. That is question number 9. This question we will use later time when we have expression for partition function of the system. We can, from partition function we can determine Helmholtz free energy, and from Helmholtz free energy we can determine entropy, pressure and chemical potential of the gas. So again we return to this equation, expression that is for Helmholtz free energy. U is, from there we have internal energy U is equal to A plus energy of a system, that is U equal to A plus Ts. So from there A is minus T, see this T, as you are substituting from here, okay, this you can rewrite, say A minus T into divided by T of A at constant N and a V, that is nothing but 1 upon T of square minus A plus T divided by T of A. Okay, this is in the bracket, this you can substitute here, this term you can substitute here. So from there you can get that A minus T divided by T of A is nothing but minus T of square divided by T of A by T. Okay, so from this relation further you can write U, that is equal to divided by T of A by T divided of 1 upon T at constant N and B. So you can multiply with the constant, say K, in the numerator, both in the numerator derivative of numerator derivative part, that is Ka upon Kt, again in the denominator also derivative of denominator part K upon Kt. So here you have, see this K is nothing but a Boltzmann constant, so A upon Kt, that you can write as beta A. 1 upon Kt is nothing but beta, inverse temperature, 1 upon Kt, that is beta. Again 1 upon Kt here, that is beta. So K in the numerator for this part, deva of numerator part, there is a K factor coming out from this small bracket. Similarly here too, the denominator part K bracket is coming out from out of the derivative. So K in the numerator as well as denominator cancelled out, so you are left with divided by beta of beta A at constant N and a V. So from there we have energy of system, that is nothing but derivative of beta A with respect to beta. This is equation number 10. So you can compare equation number 8 and 10. So from equation number 8 you have minus divided by beta of log of summation over R exponential minus beta ER, and equation number 10 you have U is divided by beta of beta A. So you can compare 8 and 10 to get value of beta A, this term beta A, that is nothing but log of summation over R exponential minus beta ER. So from there we have beta A, that is nothing but minus of summation over R exponential minus beta ER. So from there we have A, that is nothing but Kt log of summation over R e power minus beta ER. This is equation number 11. So from this expression we have Helmholtz free energy, that you are writing as a sum of logarithm of sum of a Boltzmann weight, sum of this e power minus beta ER, that is Boltzmann weight corresponding to the system that can be found with energy value ER. So you are summing over R possibility of energy, so that will give you partition function. Okay, so Q is nothing but sum over all possible values of energy for your system, that your system can take, multiply with beta. So sum over R, summed over R exponential minus beta ER is nothing but partition function of your system. This is the canonical partition function of your system. just and sum, it is known as also just and sum, in sum over all possible state. This word just and sum is nothing but German word. So sum over as per this Boltzmann weight, or this weight which is summed over all possible state, is nothing but your partition function. Okay, once you have partition function, you can have expression for a Helmholtz free energy. This you can write like this. This free energy again is written in terms of this Q and Vt. Q is a partition function of your system, sum over all possible energy values, exponential of minus beta ER, which is Boltzmann rate corresponding to ER state, when summed over all possible R values. So you are summing over all value of energies, that is nothing but your partition function. So from there you have partition function. From partition function you can get Helmholtz free energy, and then from Helmholtz free energy you can determine entropy, pressure, and chemical potential. You can determine specific heated constant volume. You can determine also specific heated constant pressure, Cp minus Cp equal to capital R, that is ideal gas constant. You can determine this free energy. You can determine also this term PR, probability of finding system with energy value ER. Okay, PR that you can rewrite again exponential minus beta ER, so, divided by sum over R exponential minus beta ER. Okay, so this is your partition function. You are writing Boltzmann weight for one particular state, dividing with the partition function means you are having probability of finding your system with energy value ER. Okay, you can take log of both sides. So this is what you have. So this is the Q partition function. So Q power minus 1 exponential minus beta ER. You can take log of both sides, log of PR. You take canonical average of it. So you will finally end up with this relation. This is one of the most important relation which is in information theory. Okay, so it tells you if there are so many possible channels to transmit information, so what will be the possible route through which information can be communicated. Okay, this we will use later time to see some of the beautiful aspect using this relation. So this completes your parallelism of canonical ensemble theory.